Everything's going wrong. Also, apparently I need to learn how to shout when I stream. So, welcome to your new Shoutcast stream, Split 2. How are we all? Sorry about the slight delay there. There was an emergency in the other room where my wife is watching Netflix, and the sound wasn't working. But okay, we fixed it, and here we are. Hopefully you can hear me. And we're about to watch some Split 2 from round 5 at Misano. Oh, it's not going to leave the. It's not going to leave the pits, is it? Right, let's find something that's left the pits. There we go. Go on then. Lead the way. Now, yeah. So, those of you who have watched the Split 1 stream from last night, you probably would have realised quite early on it was not me who was commentating with Tommy. It was a guy called Wan. Apologies if I pronounce his name wrong, but get used to it. I pronounce everybody's name wrong. Who we are trialing out to make sure we can broadcast more regularly. That doesn't depend on my work schedule and potentially allows me to drive. I enjoyed it, mainly because I was 5 pints in when I watched it back on Monday evening. But it seemed to go down pretty well. Very different energy. I was mainly delighted to see Tommy Atkins stunned into silence for over an hour. Well, to be a very special person to be able to manage that. So, I mean, that's a win in my book. So the plan is currently we're going to. One will be broadcasting Split 1 going forward, and probably from next season Thursday nights as well. But I will be continuing the Split 2 watch party, assuming we still have a Split 2 next season. Split 1. Well, there we go. So the plan currently is I will race on Mondays, and we will still do this Tuesday, Wednesdays. Hopefully Tuesdays, but we can always plonk it on a Wednesday. I've just realised nobody's got the kind of go live thing in PLR. Well, maybe they have. No, we have. Okay, we're all good. Weirdly, it doesn't ping everybody anymore. So just do this. There we go. Yes, there we go. I've just pinged everybody because why not? Because I can do that. Hello. Sorry, I was just typing someone. Yeah, I mean, there's only 8 of you, so what the hell? According to what I can see anyway, there's only 8 of you. Normally there's more of you, but I'll just watch Ed go around for a bit, see what happens. And I can't do the helicopter like one, so there we go. So here we are, round 5. Let's get a feel for what's going on. So there were a couple of people who couldn't race in this. I think Michael couldn't race. Potentially a couple of others. But we are definitely getting down to the... Yeah, Swiffer is Papa, the famous Nissan driver. You may have heard last night, Papa Giorgio, Papa Giorgio. I'm not Swiffer. That's not me. Swiffer is... Yeah, Swiffer is in chat. That is Pepper. But, this was a dry race, so that... No excuses. I have seen some stuff in the stewards, but nothing too major. I think there's some stuff in the beginning of lap 1 that I've seen. A couple of other bits and bobs, which we will look at. I'm delighted that Mr. McGrady was on the ski slopes, because it means I don't have to try and pronounce his first name. So he is welcome to go on holiday as often as he wants, frankly. So back with us, who hasn't raced with us from, I remember, Mr. Trebek, because of his bright yellow Bentley. I don't think he's actually... I think he missed a couple of races, so he's clearly back for round 5 at Misano. We've got Richard Mazan, AM leader, out and about in his Bentley as well. Tig. Yeah, look, people tell me every week, and I keep forgetting, so we'll just move on. Enrico, who I think potentially was worried he wouldn't make this race, but he's here. Dale is out in his pink BMW. And then we've got Neves and his teammate, Eusebio, in their gold cars. We've got Ed, who we've been following around in his, well, I say new orange McLaren. I know he changed it because I complained, so thank you, Ed. Who else do we have? We've got Joey Meliti. I always forget, I quite like this livery, so every time I see it, it makes me happy. We've got Daniel, friendless this week in his Lexus. Antonio Ferreira is back with us. Liam is out there in his lovely livery. And then Art. Oh, we've got 2 more. We've got Art, who is still in the pits, probably still getting race control to try and work. And again, thank you, Art, for running that for us every week. And Darko is out there as well. So yeah, good. We've got 30 drivers, which for round 5 is not a bad showing at all. We start with 40, so to have 30 drivers by round 5 is not a bad effort. It's kind of where we expect to end up, between 25 and 30. Which is why we start with 40. That's the problem. We've thought about, oh, do we maybe do 3 splits with 30? Problem is, if you then lose 10 people, you've then got a split of 20, which soon becomes less fun to race in. I think 25-30 is kind of a sweet spot for racing. So who is leading the way? Mr. Trebek is leading the way at the moment. I mean, to be fair, the Bentley around here, not a bad car to have, I don't think. So you can just ignore all the curbs. So he is on his last lap, I think, so currently still on pole. So how are we all anyway? How have you enjoyed this? I mean, there's only 2 races left, so we're at the business end. And then you're gonna have to take a break before we get into the next season. So, any thoughts on tracks you want or don't want next season? Just let me know, or anything you wanna. We are thinking of. We will be tweaking the stewarding again. We'll tweak a couple of bits and bobs, but I have a feeling the cumulative penalties will probably stay. But we may tweak some things around quality bans and place penalties for certain. There won't be a Misano because we did it this season, so generally we switch. There are enough tracks now that you can alternate every season. And thank you for the dog tags, by the way, Lisa, and for your essay. It's just been, I was busy at work. It was much appreciated, and I pretty much agree with everything you said. So, which is why we're looking to get one in for a bit more and see how it goes. Yeah, Anthony, I agree. I think things have calmed down a lot, and hopefully Papa won't mind me saying he made the comment. I'm sorry. We'll talk about qualifying results in a bit, but I'm chatting, so people will have to listen. Let me find someone. There we go. What we found is, if you can look at one of the things SGP has added recently is, the penalty points are up there for everybody to see, and it's generally just a few drivers. You're talking 15-20% of the drivers causing the incidents, which is probably down a bit from previous seasons. And if certain drivers don't learn that they're going to get cumulative penalties, then that's on them, not anybody else. If you can't be there's one easy way to not complain about cumulative penalties is not to hit anybody. I think most drivers have pretty much got the message now, so we will probably stick with it. Things do seem to have kind of calmed down. And there's always going to be some incidents, but well, there's 2 races to go yet, so frankly, not getting kicked out of the league should be all the payment you need. But not hitting anybody. Yeah, I think the changes has generally worked. So I think we're at the end of AM. The Silver's coming out, not quite yet, but maybe one more lap. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Right. Sorry, I feel very kind of self-conscious now because I am not shouting. it's a very different experience watching back a stream with someone who is very different to my style of broadcasting. I have watched the Papa Giorgio clip about 10 times today. It makes me laugh. It's nice to see someone get so excited about our races. That's always good. So what have we got on the AM side? We've got Trebek in pole, Misano in second, Dale up in third. Oh, you love to see it. Neves in fourth, Militi in fifth, Latinach sixth, Revlop seventh. Okay. Yeah, he was. Now, to be fair to him, I've been talking to him on and off for a week or so now about the potential of, I did a post in the World Tour chat a couple of weeks ago when I had to miss a stream, saying we are looking at a long-term solution, and I've been chatting to him for a bit. I did say, would you be interested in potentially testing out a couple of Mondays this season to see how you like it, see how we like you, I don't necessarily think he's pro, but he got paid for it, which we'll come to. I'm happy, happy to have paid him for it because he brought a lot of energy, and I thought he was very good with his camera controls and his presentation because he only had 20 minutes before the start of the stream to set things up. It was a very last minute kind of thing. He'd been busy over the weekend. He messaged me at 7 PM. So the server had already gone live by the time he messaged me saying, I'm free if you're still interested. At which point the answer was yes. So we then had to sit down together. I had to send him various, kind of overlays and stuff over and talking through who was who, the standings, how it works, how the penalties work, everything like that. He had to get onto the server. I then had to break the news to Tommy that he'd be spending an hour and a half with a random Spanish person he didn't know rather than me. Probably an upgrade. And I thought, I think the first kind of half hour was a bit woof for everyone. But I'm super happy with how it went. I think there's a lot of potential there, especially as, we get to know him and he gets to know how we work. For a first stream, I thought it was very successful. And I'm already excited to be taking part in the next season of the World Tour. So that's all the bonus as well. Yeah, I agree, Liz. That's pretty much how I saw it as well. And Ian's back with us. Ian raced last night, it's good to see. So yeah, no, generally super happy with how it went. And it means we can... he'll be doing Thursday next season as well, so the Thursday league, which is generally some version of a GT4 league, one way or the other. And there's some great racing in that, and it'll be good to give that the coverage it deserves. And generally, because there's fewer people kind of racing in that, because it's GT4s, it gets less people, it means people will be free to watch it if they want to, so, which is always nice. It'll be a bit more of a communal, let's watch Papa try and catch Conrad in the GT4 stream, which is always good fun. There's some good racing in the GT4s. And it then opens up potentially broadcasting the race room stuff as well in the future. Yeah, I'm super excited to see where that goes. So for next season, it will be coming out of. To be very honest with you guys, and there will be a bigger post on this at the end of the season. We're just kind of letting the World Tour season finish before we kind of post more stuff about what's going on behind the scenes and stuff. But essentially, I'll be paying for him broadcasting next season for Mondays and Thursdays, and then essentially we'll see how Twitch does and donations and things like that, and there'll be more to come on donations. And as I've said before on the stream, we're never going to charge you to race at PLR, so don't worry. But we are kind of doing things to make things a bit more kind of official and transparent and things like that. So hopefully people will feel comfortable chipping in, and that will go directly towards things like the broadcasting and the practice servers, maybe even trophies and things like, we'd like to do things like that. But we want to get things set up properly so we can be completely transparent with you guys, so you can see that all the money is going back to you, right? Back to what we enjoy doing. So whether that be broadcasting or trophies or the practice servers, etc. We just need to make sure we've got that all lined up on our side before we start doing, which is why I'll just be sorting him out for next season, and then we'll see how things go. We can do a Dunsat and everything, Liam. Don't you worry about it. We can do medals at both ends of the spectrum. PLR has always been about including everyone, the fast and the slow. So why should only the fast get medals? But yeah. So yeah, it's exciting, and then we got things like the charity races, with more to be announced on that soon, for kind of Q1's charity race. I'll give you a sneak preview. It's going to be at Kyalami, and it's going to be 6 hours, and it'll be teams of 2. So that's our next. That'll be kind of end of March-ish time. We're still in the exact details. So yeah, it's very exciting. I think we're all pretty happy with how things are going, and we'll see where it takes us. Right, should probably talk about the qualifying at some point. I need to keep an eye on Bradley. Bradley's gonna, excuse my French, fuck his car up at some point. Where are you, Bradley? Oh, he hasn't set a time yet. There he is. Right, what time are we at here? 18:43. What time do I have on my little spreadsheet? 19:37. Alright, well, I'll stay with Bradley for a bit. That's a fair question. He doesn't look as though he's in the AT livery, does he? No. Oh, let's get back in. I want to get back in here. Yeah, I don't know why not. We've definitely got it downloaded Oh, actually, potentially the person who recorded the replay didn't have it. But that would be weird because it's Bradley himself. So yeah, perhaps he just raced in a different livery this race. But this is Bradley's replay. So. Oh! Ouchies. Yeah, that... Oh, dearie me. That's, I want to watch... Wait for it. Ooh. Yeah, that's how you destroy a car. That was you want to slow it down. You want to watch him kill a car in slow motion. We can watch him kill a car in slow motion. I'm okay with that. There we go. It's working, Aunt Papa. How exciting! Thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate it. Okay, right. Let's watch him die in slow motion. All right. Boop, boop, boop. It's just before it's around the braking zone. Isn't it? Oh! Downshift protection has not worked. He went down so many gears so quickly. Fifth. He goes down to first so quickly from here. It's like an F1 car. Oh, that's like a... Oof. Yikes. He was like doing F1 speed gear shifts down from fifth. Oh, dearie, dearie. Okay. That's not gone well, has it? We should probably go on a lap with someone just to see what the track's like. I want to see... I would have thought there would... Is there no kind of downshift protection in the Lambo or something? Normally you get... It stops you from doing that. I don't know. We do have a couple of new people in Silver, so I want to go say hello to them. He broke that first and then broke the car. So we've got Wessel. I don't know whether it's Wessel or Vessel. This is his first race with us. So we'll have a little... follow him around. But I want to see... There's another Finnish fella. Yes. Oh, naturally he's still heading out as well. Okay. I wanted to get someone who was actually on kind of a fast lap. Is where are you, Jeffrey? You are... No, you're still coming down to the hairpin. You're still alright. There's Mr. Ogden. Okay. Have a look at Mr. Ogden. In his changed colours. Let's follow him around for a lap, shall we? The current provisional pole sitter. The Tribeck is clearly in the wrong class, so that's good to know for next season. Mazan probably needs to get bumped up as well. And Dale, P3 in AM class. That's good to see. Right, let's go round on our lap, shall we? And T1. It's nice and late there. Yeah, too late. You want to get up over those curves if you can. I don't know how much of that is just the Audi doesn't like curves. This one in, out, in again. And then try and take this flat if you can. Little lift and he's gone wide. Oh! Yep, that is what Misano will do to you. He's not happy, he's had a little wiggle. Yep. You outbraked yourself on the end to T1, yeah. I figured, yeah. Looked a little bit deep. Is this your last lap, or do you have one more? You have one more, okay. I mean, to be fair, nowadays with the 1.8 update, the tyres are still warming up on your first flying lap anyway, so it's not really a surprise. Who haven't we said hello to yet? Well, that's not ideal. Mr. Sorensen in his licorice car. That's you, then you're at the start of the lap. Oh, got double joiners. Welcome, Dane. And welcome. I'm guessing just Portuguese. You'll have to remind me. Are you Eusebio or are you Neves? Or are you someone else? One day I will learn. You're Neves. Okay. Let's go say hello to you on track then, shall we? You should be out and about. Oh no, you're... See, you're so quick, I think you're silver. You're AM, so we'll keep an eye on you in the race. As we watch the licorice BMW come down to a... This is a really tricky corner down here. Kind of coast it in, yeah, get it slowed down. I've always found that very, very difficult, especially when you're in a battle. Kind of, I don't know whether you classify it technically as a triple right, but it's difficult. The proper rhubarb and custard, not the fake ones that Liam sent me, which I'd never seen before. The proper, that they are good. That's a proper boiled sweet. Rhubarb and custard. And, okay. Andreas has done me dirty there. Ah, there we go. See, yeah, gotta love a bit of rhubarb and custard. Oh, everybody's stopping. Okay. And Dave's been pipped to pole, so we'll stick with him, see whether he gets it back. Yeah, it's very good. I do love it's up there with a humbug. Humbug is a good boiled sweet. Very different experience, much more kind of minty. But humbug is a very good sweet. Has he done it? Picky. There is right and there is wrong, Liam, and you were wrong. Oh, they're very good. They're very good. Humbug over rhubarb. I mean, I can understand that. Humbug, a good humbug is, yeah, when it gets chewy, beautiful. Good times. I'm not sure I've had chocolate lime. Right, we've got all the way Milky Bar. Right, a Milky Bar is definitely not a boiled sweet, Dave. Right. So what have we got on the? Oh, let me just load up the other replay. I would change things, but I'm not professional enough. We've got a professional streamer now. I don't even have to pretend to be a professional streamer. Right. Let's load this up. Here we go. You send me a chocolate. I mean, I guess it's like a chocolate orange, but lime. I mean, is that, or is it more like a boiled sweet kind of thing? Like a Terry's chocolate orange, but not. No, it's not. Okay, good, because I don't like Terry's chocolate orange. That's potentially slightly blasphemous, but it is a hard-boiled sweet. Okay. Right. Let's find the helicopter. Right. So what is the deal with our starting lineup? So Jeffrey Witter on pole. Well done, Jeffrey. Congratulations. I think I saw you in chat, so congratulations on your poll. Thank you, Dave O, for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. Who got that? Oh, Mr. Neves got it. Ah, well, there we go. Thank you, Dave, for that. Much appreciated. So Jeffrey Witter on pole. Dave Ogden in second place. As you're in chat, Dave, can you explain why you changed your colours? With COVID, poll with COVID. Well, perhaps everyone's just trying to stay away from you. Yes, that is the yes. They are disgusting. Chocolate and fruit doesn't really go together. It's a bit like meat and fruit. Anyway, I should probably talk about the race. Mr. Trebek, AM popped to an. Well, it worked. Fair enough. Swings and roundabouts. Mr. Trebek got pole in AM class, third on the road, in his mellow yellow Bentley. Well, Silverstone will give you some rain, I'm sure. Hour and a half, very changeable conditions, so that should be interesting. Southcott in fourth place in his black and blue Audi. Good to see some Audis on the grid. Bradley up in 5th, despite destroying his engine. I'm surprised he didn't get a 5-place grid penalty for. I'm not sure it's flooded, but it's changeable. We've tried to stop Conrad flooding things when we can avoid it, but it's very British weather. Actually, to be more exact, it's probably more Irish, considering how changeable it is. Napich is in 6th. Fox is in 7th. Because Tom Week runs the same. Gotta get start the. There we go. Let's at least get people moving. That's fair enough, Dave. Tom Week runs the same livery in Split 1, so it's like twins. Mr. Stigvort is in 8th in one of my favourite liveries in this split. We've got the new guy, VT Renanen. Renanen? I'm going Renanen. Welcome, VT. I wonder if he has been brought here because of Sinkana. I'm just assuming because two Finnish people, they must know each other. Sorensen is in 10th. It's a bit low for you, Andreas. A little bit. I don't know whether you're in chat, but normally you're a bit higher than that. I don't know whether you're a little bit disappointed with 10th in qualifying. The other debutant vessel, Adema, is in 11th. Well done, vessel. Doricic in 12th. Matteo Sanvito. Let me know if you're in chat, Matteo. I know you were last week. Tasteless Chicken Racing, 13th in his Aston Martin. Richard Mazan, AM class leader, in 14th. I mean, that just shows you how. Oh, there we go. I'll put the driver of the day vote up closer to the end of the race, so you'll have a chance then. I'll need some suggestions in chat on who to put in the vote. Evo's watch, okay. I'll put Evo in that vote. Don't you worry about it. Ian Prentice back with us, which is good to see. And his Nissan. Wait, it's almost like you know something happened. Felipe Morner in 16th. Oh, don't tell me now. I'll forget, Anthony. But when we get closer to it, you can let me know. Abraham in 17th. Dale 18th. Neves 19th. Meliti 20th. Balatinacci 21st. Itri 22nd, Revrock 23rd, Ferreira 24th, Eusebio 25th, Moran 26th, Deary 27th, Floriano, Gorolini, I don't know why they didn't set times, and Orr bringing it up the back. Rick, catch up. Is this tactical or? Alright, round the last corner we come. What is going on here? Okay, we're slowly catching up. Come on, Simon. Catch up. There we go. And away we go for 60 minutes at Misano. Oh, touch behind. We'll come back. I'm going to stick to the front for now, and then we'll go back. Everyone seems to have survived so far. Oh! Ah, yes, plus it's down to this end. Yeah, okay, right. Stop it there. We'll go back a bit. So, this is where it happens initially. Right. Around we go. Bump, bump. Yeah, it's the second bump there I think that Stewart's had the problem with. The first one I can kind of understand, the second one not so much. And then we're going to go back here. Where are you, Mr. Witter? You are there. Let's see what happens to him. That one there, yeah. And then everyone's trying to avoid. And I know who I want to follow now. Now I remember. So Mr. Debutant. tries to avoid this. Boff. Boff. Yeah. I want to show you this from, where is my friend Daniel? You want to... Dane wants to see some paddles. We can see some paddles. Here's some paddles. Yeah, everyone did, to be fair, everyone did very well, but... Hello. That is not how you rejoin a racetrack. And then I think there's more contact behind. But yeah, I just want to kind of... So you can see... Well, I'm laughing, but I shouldn't. Because he's done so well to begin with, right? And Evo's in this as well, but... Everyone does very well to avoid this Bentley, right? They all get round him. And the Lambo. But just cutting across like that into a a heavy braking zone on lap 1, that's unfortunately not how you rejoin the track. So that caused some extra fun behind. Don't think Daniel really had a chance to avoid it, which is a shame. Oh, Bradley, did you get caught up in that as well? Okay, let's watch it from your... Oh, yeah, there you are. Right. So where are you? You are... Is that you there? Yeah, there you are. Okay. Oh, so you and... Stickfort didn't go wide enough to let you through as well, which is a shame. But you can't really blame Yuri for that, I don't think. Yeah, Milkman Dan, that is you, right? That's Mr. Moran. Yeah, most of what happened behind was fine. Unfortunately, it was the initial second contact from who am I trying to think of here? Trebek on Witter. Then everyone did actually quite well to avoid it. You could maybe argue Jeffrey should have held onto the brakes, but actually everyone got round him pretty much okay. It was then the rejoin from Renan that caused the other stuff at the end of it. So we've seen worse at PLR. Yeah, I think it was Floriano potentially down on you. It was either Floriano or Ferreira. I can't remember which one. Who got you as well? To be fair, you got hit like 4 times down to that hairpin. So unfortunately, not really your fault, most of it. Right, so I've now got, apparently, according to my spreadsheet, got nothing to look at until lap 8. So, whoopsie, just accidentally gone full screen. I think. There we go. So, if there's anyone you want to kind of go on board with or have a look at, please let me know in chat. I am at your disposal. Daniel in the pits. So yeah, this is a 60-minute no mandatory pit stop. So I'm assuming everyone tried to go with no pit stops, right? Fill up the tank. No pit stops. Interesting one to do at Misano with that, quick right. Has Dale survived? Dale has survived, it looks like so. But, oh. Who was that? There was a car where they should... Who are you? Can we find him? Where is he? No, 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 no. I've gone the wrong way. I'm committing to it now. Oh, it was Joey. What's happened to Joey? Has he just lost it himself? Yeah, there we go, the quick right. Well, that's what happens, especially on if you're on a full tank of fuel and you're... I mean... Has he gained places there? Oh, he's then teleported back to the pits, to be fair. Okay. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure... It looks as though he's gained about 4 places. I wonder if the game kind of sent him back to the pits? He got DQ'd. Ah, okay, yeah, I was going to say. He tried a tactical spin to the inside to cut a whole section of the track. Andreas, was that you I saw in chat? I see you're up from 10th to 5th already, so... we were mainly looking at the crash, to be fair. But I did see, I had commented that you qualified down in 10th, so... and as Joey just quit after that. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate for Joey, that is, actually, to be fair. Well, to be fair, like there are kind of track warnings, and then there are cutting for crashing, spinning, and then coming out 6 places ahead once you've cut 3 corners. So, which he did expertly. Yeah, very impressive. Right, should we try and see some racing? What do I have next? I think it's lap point is the next big one. So let's try and find some battles and make sure we have a look at everyone. Oh, it's gonna have a look at Dale defending, but it's not quite. No, he's already passed Dale. So here we have Renanen trying to make his way back through, I think, after his lap 1 incidents. Chasing Mr. Dale Atkins. It's all Dale knows how to do. Just, you're not getting past him, not easily anyway. And it's nice to see him start getting some good results again. He's been very unlucky the last season or so with lap 1 incidents, which have generally not been his fault. I think there was one this race that he reported it was more of a racing incident. But yeah, it's nice to see him get some of the results he deserves. He's a very consistent driver and he's definitely got quicker. You know, very similar to Bob Jones, who unfortunately has had to kind of pull out at the end of the season, but he was getting podiums, and Dale is a very similar pace down there. Right, so let's have a look through the order as we... What lap are we on? Lap 3? Lap 5! Well, how time flies. We have Chris Southcott chasing Dave Ogden. That's very close for the lead. Keep an eye on that. Those are the correct ones, Lisa. Hey Evo, good. Thanks for joining us. We've got Mr. Napich up in 3rd. That's nice to see Evo up there or thereabouts. Hasn't been there for a while from what I remember. Anthony up in 4th. So Anthony, I think you've gained 3 or 4 positions since the start. Yeah, they're just buggering off, aren't they? Andreas is up 5 positions, I think, from the start at this point. Oh, Matteo having a bit of a bad... Chaz has made about 10 positions, I think. I think Chaz started like 17th or something. He's currently up into 6th. He's loving it in the Bentley. So him and... We'll keep an eye on that battle between him and Matteo. Ian Prentice on his return. I quite like that livery. Looks like a Lego car. So Ian in 8th. followed by Yuri. They're pretty close. Keep an eye on that. Debutant Vessel Adema is in 10th. Just tipped £5. Oh, thank you very much, Andreas. That's didn't even realise. I'm such a professional streamer. I didn't even realise that was a thing you could do. That like a super chat or something. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. And that will go straight back into PLR once Twitch takes its cut. However much that is, I don't know what it is. But no, much appreciated. Thank you very much. So Simon and his Mellow Yellow is up in 11th. And a prime sub from Draco. Thank you very much. Well, with fewer crashes, Papa, I've got less reason to drink. It's very disappointing. Mazan leading, second in AM behind Trebek. So Trebek has gone from 3rd down to 11th, but he didn't have that incident. So he's now being followed by Mazan. Double Bentleys at the front for AM. Jose, not Jose, Jose Neves is in 13th. And you're in the chat, aren't you, Jose? So good start for you. Followed by his teammate, Mr. Eusebio himself in 14th. Renanen is 15th. No, Tommy doesn't get any in. Dale in 16th, being very closely followed. Oh, is that Daniel being lapped there because he had to pit? So he's followed by Bradley Gallant in 17th. Blatinach is in 18th. Enrico is in 19th. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Saw you qualified in P3, I think, for AM Dale. Very well done. And you seem to have avoided most of the early incidents, which is always good to see as well. Floriano in 19th. Zoricic, our good friend Evo, in 20th. I think you get involved in something this race? Yeah, I think you do, but just to let you know, it's been deemed a racing incident. Enrico in 21st, Joe in 22nd, Ed is in 23rd, Jeffrey down in 24th after that one incident, so trying to fight his way back through the field after qualifying on pole, which must have been very disappointing for him. Art in 25th, Antonio in 26th, Liam in 27th, right behind him, and Daniel down in 28th after his unplanned pit stop. Right then, let's see what you got, Liam. Our first on-board race lap is with Mr. Deary himself. Having a little peek down the inside, trying to put him off. Now this right hand is tricky. Which apex do you want to take? That one. And then down a very long back straight towards the quick right-hander. What gear do you take? This thing, you get down to third, okay. Nice and safe. Turned in. Round the back now. Can you get it flat through here? Nope. Down to second. Down to third. Probably take that in second, Liam. There we go. So you are battling with Mr. Ferreira and Art not too far down the road either. Yeah, it's very. I mean, Misano is a tricky track in terms of track limits. It's very. Almost every corner it feels you can run a bit wide, and either a curb's going to kill you or you're going to get a track warning. So yeah, very easy to do. Like, yeah, as we just saw. Thank you, Liam. Very timely. The curb trying to kill you there. Right, Who else do we have fighting away? Yeah, I saw there were quite a few drive-throughs in Split 1, that's for sure. I saw Liam Holmes, driver of the day. Liam Holmes managed to get a drive-through and somehow stop during his drive-through, and it also cleared the drive-through. So I don't quite understand what happened there, but he managed it. So it's top-tier strategy from Liam Holmes in Split 1. So Chris Southcott putting the two Audis. I didn't know the Audis were so strong at Misano, but the two Audis are loving it at the moment. We don't talk about Lisa. We don't talk about the straw poll. I'll have to give you the details to get on to the to be able to do it on Twitch. It's a little bit silly that mods aren't allowed to do that. You'd think that would be something they would be allowed to do, but apparently not. This is a good little battle there, isn't it? Oh. Okay, this is one of the lead changes Dave told me about. So this is somehow we've got to lap 8 already. And then I actually need to go and say hello to Bradley. Because he's trying to get past Dale's arse. I have a feeling Dale's not going to make this easy. Just a suspicion. Got to run on them, but let me guess, the BMW is going to pop up on the right any second. Oh, he's got past him. Oh, he's got it done. Well done. Nice little move, that. I was waiting for a pink BMW to come back up the inside, but that was a nice little move. Good, clean, hard, fair racing. Very good. Okay, so what lap are we on? We're on lap 10. How the hell are we on lap 10? So we've got Southcott now leading the way from Dave Ogden, and Napich right behind as well there in the... Oh, Dave runs a bit wide. Split 2 has always been the best split, to be fair. If there's ever been a proper argument against that I've seen. Battle here between Ian and Simon as well. Bentley versus Nissan, the two big boys. I think we've lost two. I think we started with 30, so we've lost two. I think we lost Joey, didn't we? Militti, because of his disqualification. We lost someone else as well. No, there were two in Split 1. So Papa drives a Nissan, and Verboven was driving a Nissan, but I think he has stopped racing this season. So I think we are down to one Nissan in each split. That's going to be fun to drive around Bathurst, isn't it? I bet it loves the mountain. Yikes. Okay, little battle going on here. And Anand's still going very wide at some corners. So we have a look at Jose Neves here in 13th place. 3rd place in AM at this point. Him, Mazan, Adema, and Renan are all pretty close to each other at this point. So where's Jeffrey got up to? Jeffrey has got up to 22nd. So making some moves. He's got Floriano and Itrilet next. So maybe we have a look at that. Oh, right-hand drive, risky business. Get that Bentley turned in, lovely. He's compromised himself a little bit through there. A bit more through there, but Enrico's gone even wider. So I think we'll get past Enrico down into T1. Easily enough. Bentley doesn't care for those little curbs on the inside. Just ignore those. And those. Lovely. Right, another position gained back for Jeffrey there. Up to 22nd. 21st even at this point. So Floriano next on his radar. Southcott still leading the way at this point. Chaz Abraham has got up to 6th. I'm pretty sure he started like 17th. Well, this is a hell of a drive so far from Chaz. He's closely followed by Matteo and Trebek, leading the way in AM. Is he going to send that Bentley up the inside? All about it, backed out of it. Lap 14, a couple of bits happened, so what lap are we on? Starting lap 13. So next lap, I need to look at both Mr. Fox, who I guess is battling with Napic and Sorensen, and also the lead 2. This is a good little battle though in the kind of upper mid-pack. Essentially from San Vito down to Prentice, 7th to 10th, or 6th to 10th actually, because Chaz is in 6th. All pretty close to each other. Make a move. Thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Ah, so you pitted, did you, Chaz? Okay. And how hot was it? Because it's kind of the night, so I'm not sure what the temperature was in terms of that kind of side of things. It's not something we really see, I don't think, on the forecast. It's a good little battle, this. As soon as this ticks over to 13, I'm going to head back to first place, but I'm enjoying this. 41, yikes. Oh, there goes Chaz, into the bits. So, apparently we lead changed, so 38, okay, hotter than I thought it would be. Oh, you've just sent it out there, nicely done. Good stuff, yeah. Nice little move there, Dave. See, Chris's car flashing 1, trying to pretend he's still in first place, but alas, no. I think we, likewise from you, Anthony, have, well, according to your messages, we have, you are essentially battling for the next 8 laps, so we'll keep an eye on you. You're 4th currently, sandwiched between Napic and Sorensen. Right, come on, let me know, chat. Who do you want to see? Otherwise, I'm going to have to start shouting random words. Get some split 1 feel. Yeah, to be fair, it looks pretty close. There's some good battles in general. You and Chris are pretty close. 3rd to 5th are pretty close. We were looking at that battle essentially from 6th down to 10th until Chaz pitted. There's side by side here as well. Not helicopter. I am not down enough with the kids. What? Apparently his tyres were burning out. You're in the chat, aren't you, Chaz? I think. Hey Chris, how you doing? He's doing some damage. He's up in 4th. And we're actually following him at the moment. Fighting a good battle from 3rd down to 5th. So Napic, Fox, and Sorensen. Keeping an eye on some other times. I want to drop back a bit and look at. So Jeffrey still hasn't got past Floriano, and Enrico is still on his tail. I'm actually going to drop back here just for a second or two. Have a look at someone else. We've got Art and Revrock having a fight. Let's see if Art gets the run on here, and then we'll go pop in and see how Jeffrey is doing. Nothing doing there. So mind you, you can see that Bentley isn't 100% happy at the front. So I'm guessing at this point, Jeffrey, you were struggling to get past people. So after you put it on pole, I would have thought you would have been able to cut through relatively easily, but that Bentley doesn't look particularly happy at the front. So it looks as though you've been behind Antonio for a couple of... It's Antonio, isn't it? No, it's not. It's Augusto. My apologies. For a couple of laps now. 20th as it stands. 16 laps into a 38-lap race. No, Liam. No, 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 no. Who have we looked at for a little while? Yuri is still having a go at Matteo. With Mazan still there or thereabouts as well. Trebek seems to have pulled away a bit, so I don't know whether Sanvito and Matteo and Yuri had a bit of a battle. I'm pretty sure Trebek was kind of in this battle previously, but he's now 6 seconds clear, so he's kind of all by himself in 6th. 8 seconds behind Sorensen. Sappy Southcott still very close to Ogden. And you can see behind that 3-way battle for 3rd as well. But I've just seen a battle I want to have a look at. It's Evo and Dale. Yeah, he does look pretty quick, doesn't he, Mr. Trebek? He qualified in 3rd, I think. Obviously got involved in that incident. Ooh. Dale, what are you doing? Getting a bit feisty there. He end up about 17th, so I wonder if we got a drive through or got involved in another incident. But Evo's plunked it up the inside. Is that from your incident with Neves, Evo? I think we missed that on that one. Not Neves. Felipe Morna. I think you had a little coming together with Felipe, if I remember correctly, at the end of lap 1. Let me know if that's correct. So Dale's been mugged off by Evo. Very disappointing. Jeffrey's still behind Floriano. Got Mazan and San Mateo Sanvito still having a battle, and Adema now joining the fun from behind, it looks like, as well. And Renanen, so the two debutants running 9th and 10th, and one of them having a look at the AM class leader. Down into the heaven? No, backs out of it. Oh, kind of. I'm pretty sure there was a little bump there. I think, oh, this is going to be interesting. Is Renanen going to have a little look-see? Or just completely go deep? And then Neves looking up. Is that Neves? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Jose. Looking up the inside. Porsche's probably not the car you want to be in this sector of the track, to be fair. It's Renanen. Does he manage to stay on track this time? He does. I mean, it must be hard driving around with about 50 pandas in your car. I guess he's doing quite well. Some good battles throughout the field, isn't there, really? See, Anthony is still fighting away as well. I need to get something ready. Just pull that up in the meantime. Right. We haven't been on board with someone for a while, so anything in chat for who you want to go on board with? For a lap. We haven't done it for a little while, so let me know if there's anyone in particular. You. Okay. Guess we'll go on board with you then, Anthony. And we'll wait till you get to the end of the lap. Switching around the last corner. See what you've got? So, still in 4th place, following Igor Napic with Sorensen and his licorice BMW still behind you. Nicely there. A wider line through T2. Nicely cut through there though. Around we go. Are you going to get it flat through here? Little lift. Little lift. Ah, what a lovely morning here in Italy. Down to first. That's one of those corners where when I drive Misano, apparently I can do it very quickly, but once a race and then I forever lose my delta there. I can never quite figure out how I've done it quickly in the past. How's he going to do the double right here? How brave are you, Anthony? Very aggressive. Nicely. Nicely done. Kept it flat through there, I think. That's nice. And you've ended that lap pretty much exactly where you started. Sandwich between Napic and Sorensen, but yeah, nice little lap. So we are on lap number 21. I just need to check quickly to make sure I'm not missing anything else in terms of things to look at. No. Okay. Good. You have a good battle with Itri, okay? We can have a look at that. Yeah, he does seem quite fast, as Mr. Trebek, who I believe is in chat now, if I saw that correctly. Spoiler, I don't think you're going to be AM class next season. You might not even be split 2. Let's see. As we watch Enrico Itri and Yuri Steepfort have a battle here for 18th. But Jeffrey is past. I wonder if Floriano. Oh, Adame's got a. Oh, dearie me, he's had a stop go 30, so he's pitted and sped. So that's not gone well on his debut. And Ferreira's dropped down, so I wonder if potentially he pitted as well. It has put Jeffrey Witter up to 16th, so keeping an eye on your comeback drive, Jeffrey. Latinach and a certain Mr. Dale Atkins next on your list. So at the front, still Dave Ogden has now pulled out a 3-second lead from Chris Southcott. Napic is still ahead of Fox and Sorensen, so those three still running pretty close to each other. Trebek closing in behind in 6th place, ahead of Mazan. Matteo Sanvito, Renanen and Neves make up the top 10. Then we've got Bradley Gallant closing in on Neves. Then a bit of a gap to Ivo Zoricic, who is dealing with some damage from a lap 1 incident. And then Eusebio, Atkins, Malatinac making up the top 15. Jeffrey Witter making his way back through the field after that lap 1 incident. And then we're looking currently at Enrico Itri in his blue McLaren, defending the Dutch flagged McLaren of Yuri Stickfort, is 17th. Floriano, Revrock, Artwall, Ferreira, Liam Deary, Chaz Abraham after his pit stop, Daniel Moran after his lap 1 incidents, plural I guess, and Ian Prentice is down 4 laps down, so I'm assuming if I double click on him he's going to be down in the pits. He is. Anthony still behind Napic. It's behind that Lexus. Lexus has decent top speed, I think, so you might struggle to outpull him down the straights no matter how close you get in the corners. Although you've had a good go there, is he going to undercut you? Oh, well, we joined that at a good time, didn't we? Nice move. Nice move indeed, Anthony. And that means Igor has 2 cars right on him. It's got very busy behind him all of a sudden. Got Trebek trying to go around the outside. Liam Deary trying to get out of the way of everyone. But Trebek's got past Sorensen there, and is now making a move on Napic. Napic could lose 3 positions in a lap here. Anthony trying to run away as quickly as he can while the 3 behind him continue to battle. Now I can see Chaz Abraham closing in on Liam Deary. Diary? No idea what that guy. Liam Diary. Liam Deary. I reckon he might have a bit of a go into T1 here, you know? It's the Irish translation, I guess. Yeah, I think about it. He was taking a slightly different line through that. But yeah, really good kind of battle from 3rd down to 6th or so. Most of the race, it seems. We've got another battle here from 7th down to 11th. There we go. I'm actually going to kind of go on board with a certain Mr. Deary, because that car at the front there is, I think, Richard Mazan. And then you've got Mateus and Vito, Renan and Neves between him and Bradley Gallant. So you've got 5 cars, 7th down to 11th, within probably about 3 seconds of each other here on lap 24. It's really good to see some, generally speaking, other than Dave Ogden slowly beginning to pull away at the front, but he was, under good pressure, and we saw some lead changes as well. There's good battles throughout the pack, which is good to see. Is anybody going to make a little bit of a mistake here? Nice and safe. Okie dokie. Safe it is. So we've got Trebek right behind Napic. Anthony's already pulled a second. You're only 2 seconds. See, that's the thing. Despite all the battling, you're only 2 seconds behind second place, Anthony. So the top kind of clump in Split 2 are all very close to each other. Even Michael, who wasn't in this race, but has won a race or 2, I'm not entirely sure how many. He's kind of in this pack, so there seems to be kind of 7 or 8 drivers who are all very close to each other in terms of pace, which is good to see. Is he gonna make? Oh, you're back. You're back through into 5th, Mr. Sorensen. So Trebek is back down to 6th. I thought he was going to be moving solely forwards, but apparently not. You can see Anthony running away as fast as he can at the front there as these 3 continue to battle. Oh, Napic gets a bit squirrely out of the penultimate corner, but manages to hold it and probably does more to hinder Andreas than himself there in the end. And it looks as though Mr. Trebek might be making a move down into T1. Ay, down into T1 they go. And Simon is back through. Alright, let's go and have a look a bit closer towards the back, shall we? Chaz is back in the pit, back in and out of the pits again, so for the second time. It was all going so well for Chaz up in kind of 6th, 7th place, but now come right back out into doing the sensible thing there and getting out of the way of absolutely everyone, and losing about 8 seconds in the process, I'd imagine. We've got quite the battle here, from 7th down to 11th now. Bradley's got past Jose. He's now having a look up the inside of Renanen. Doesn't quite get that done. Yeah. Doing Luton proud with my posh eyes. I actually lost my voice a little bit because I was at a family event last night. The family event was watching Luton versus Barnsley. So I'm a very classy man that goes to very classy events. This is good. I'm enjoying this. 7th down to 11th. A really good, clean battle from what we've seen. Haven't really seen any kind of desperate lunges. Oh, no. Ay. Chris Southcott from second place gets a drive-through on lap 27. Well, I guess "ay is now one of the new PLR catchphrases, along with squirreling. We've got the original, and then my take on it, which is good. I am the remix of the "ay." This is good. These two still battling away. Oh, Enrico getting a little bit wide there. And Yuri is finally through. We can go and have a chase down of Jeffrey Witter. How'd you do? Well, I guess, yeah, some sparkly "ay's. When we see some close, well, there we go. Because we have the squirrely, which is something you generally do by yourself, right? Let's get a bit too excited coming out of a corner, but it's a solo performance, right? Getting squirrely. Perhaps it should be the. Oh, there we go. I need to get. We need a new sub sound, and we need a donation sound, or a bit sound, or whatever other ones there are. So we can have the authentic "ay" and the what we're going to call the Luton "ay." There we go. I think we've got something to work with there. It was telling me it's not posh. I am from Luton. There's absolutely zero way you can tell me I am posh. Sorry, Luton, not Luton. Luton. Right, I did see Ed in chat saying he was having a battle with art, so we'll go have a quick look at that. Somehow, we're on lap 28 till 30. Tonight it's flown by. Why are you going to Luton? Why? Why would you do that? A mythical posh end of Luton. Yeah, it's called London. That's why they call it London Luton Airport. Maybe St Albans or Harpenden. Actually, I know we've got a couple of people from Hitchin. Hitchin's not too bad. Right, so I've got a couple of people telling me things are happening, so I should probably actually do stuff other than just saying things. Bradley, where are you, Bradley? Okay. Ah, nice, okay. Yeah, good. Go. See, Luton... Well, here we go. Here's a link between Luton and Dublin. Both airports are stupid. Because they don't have a train line that goes to them. I know they were... There we go. Yeah, Jeffrey, I thought I heard someone from that. Dublin Airport doesn't have a train line that goes there. I know they were thinking of extending the Lewis, right? But as far as I'm aware, they haven't done that yet. And if they did, they'd probably make it the wrong width, like they did with the Green Line. Terminal 2 is quite nice. But Luton also doesn't have a train line that goes to it. You have to take a bus to the train to the train station that's called Airport Parkway, which is not at the airport. So go figure. I think they are actually kind of making one of those kind of little airlink things that you get in the US when they take you to the car park that's 5 miles away. Kind of metro systems up to it from Luton, but you cannot get a train to the airport, which is one of the most stupid things. You know, I like my logistics and things like that. This is a good battle. Why would you not connect one mass transit system with the other big mass transit system in your city? It's absolutely bonkers. But anyway. You know, in Dublin it's to take you into Dublin. In Luton it's to get you away from Luton. But, you know, same reason. Yeah, that only took them, what, 10 years? Two funny things I heard about them, and you'll have to tell me, Liam, whether it's true. I heard... I can't remember whether it was the red or the green line that came first or the lowest, but... They did one, and then they made the other, but they made them different gauges. So you couldn't actually connect them up. And then the port tunnel was actually too small for the lorries that came from the port. So it was built to get the lorries from the port out the other side of Dublin without going through Dublin, and they made the tunnel too small for the trucks. I don't know whether both of those are just urban myths, but it made me laugh. It's like there's a library at Birmingham University. They built a brand new library and forgot to take into account the weight of the books. So they couldn't put any books in the library that they built. It's slightly awkward. Okay, so one out of the two is right. I'll take that. Oh, I need to go over to Dublin again soon. It's been too long. I need to go have an unofficial PLR business meeting at house. That'll be good fun. One of my favourite places in the world. Don't forget... Nah. I'm only ever a mouse click away from you, Anthony, so don't worry. I can't stay on one person the whole race. Unfortunately, I do need to show other people. Yeah, see, Tribeca is back up to third, I can see. Dave Ogden is a long gone at the front. Just want to... How many laps left? About 6. I've got too many memories. I used to work just around the corner from house at MetLife. And too many works drinks. Weirdly, we did talk about work a lot, but yes, at house that started at about 6 PM and just kept going. Chieftains are one of my favourite beers of all time. Very dangerous serving those big proper glasses with the handles. But I digress. We should probably talk about racing. Right, let's find... Who haven't we looked at too much? So Chaz has been disqualified. Chaz, what did you do? I mean, I know you pitted a lot, but I'm not sure why you would have been disqualified. Thank you for the follow! Not used username 3. Good. So, a bit ironic if that was your third attempt at trying to use that username, but anyway. Thank you very much for the follow, much appreciated. Mateo is right behind. So this battle is still going on here from 6th down to about 10th. Even Evo's joining the back of it. You've only got a second or two behind most people. Ah, Bradley, I think we missed... What happened to you? You've dropped back to 13th. Okay. Good to know. Oh, you hit Renault. Okay. Mazan's having a good season of full stop. Yeah, definitely one for Silver next time. He's been very consistent this season, which is good to see. I knew he was going to be kind of towards the top of AM, but he's exceeded my expectations and yeah, really driven quite well this season. So fair play to Richard. He's raced with us a couple of seasons previously and been involved in some unfortunate incidents. I think that's maybe cut short a couple of those seasons, but seems to be doing well this season. And very much on course for the win in AM, if I remember correctly. There's Liam being lapped again. There we go. But look at how lovely, polite young man moving out the way there. How many of them are you going to let through before the corner? Oh, no, you've stopped. Okay, fair enough. Anthony's still got the mellow yellow Bentley right behind him. You want to see Mr. Balatinach? We can see Mr. Balatinach. I like it when people tell me what to do. Not like that. Makes my job easier. Let's go on board with Mr. Balatinach. Another Bentley. We've got quite a few. Oh no, he's in a BMW. What am I talking about? For some reason I thought I was in a Bentley there for a second. Despite the fact we're on the other side. Well, at least we get a good view of this battle. So who's that? That is Dale and Jeffrey Witter, who will stay on board with Darko to watch the battle ahead. I think we'll see it most of the way through. Oh, a little bit. Oh! Right, I just want to... What happens here? Just outbraked himself. Oh! Okay. Right. Fair enough. We're on lap 34. I think Dale has braked far earlier than Jeffrey was expecting there, and Jeffrey's actually done quite well to get out of the way. Too busy looking at Dale's behind to worry about braking. Dale's loved it. Dale's disappeared. He's managed not to get punted this time. He's disappeared 3 seconds down the road. Love to see it. So how many laps we've got to go? 4 laps to go. I think it's just terrifying in general to have a Bentley behind you. They're so big. You're closing as well, are you? There you are. Whoa! Let's just listen to a McLaren for a bit. I think we were in the BMW for too long. It was sending us to sleep. Let's listen to the McLaren for half of that. Now you see, this is the difference between me and Wan, right? The sound of this engine, this is Wan. He's loving it. Aye, aye, aye. You know, you can put it on the table. You know, I don't even know what that phrase means, but he said it. He was loving it. And then my style of commentary is more like the BMW engine. It's just there. Goes round quite nicely. Gets the job done. Probably been nerfed a couple of times. And then boom. There's one again. Stunning Tommy Atkins into silence, which is frankly worth the money we pay him anyway. Talks about airport. Yeah, I'm talking about the logistics of mass transit systems. You just don't get that on Mondays, you know? We've got Bake Off, we've got Boiled Sweets, we've got airports, and how they connect to railway lines. Oh, I'll have to think about what we talk about next week. God forbid we start talking about my job. But yeah, I mean, this just sounds fun to drive to me. I'm crap at driving the McLaren, and generally anything that's not a front-engine car, but it sounds fun to drive, as does this. I think the Audi's my favourite sounding car. So we'll go on board with the race leader for a bit. Only Porsche sounds nice. Is that you, Conrad? Oh, you Porsche drivers, you're like mini drivers. Do you all flash your headlights at each other when you drive past? Some kind of little club. Oh, mind you, I should say Beetle drivers, really, shouldn't I? I do remember you are a fan of the Lexus. The Lexus. But yeah, I mean, it's another kind of... It sounds like it's trying. And then we have... I mean, it's fine. I mean, I think we can all agree it's better than the BMW. So that's good. And it's probably better than the Bentley. I mean, but the Bentley's more kind of, you know, growly. It's like a slightly less excited Lexus. Anyway, right, where were we? Race. This is good. I've actually come to a good battle here. And that's exactly why I drive the Bentley. As Jeffrey sent it up the inside. And he's been turned. We actually did look at this in the steward's room, so let's take you through the stewarding process. When we went to Donington, the best sounding car was the Mercedes down the into the valley. It was beautiful. Now, so we'll show you it from Jeffrey's point of view. So, Dale, I don't know whether you're in chat. I know Jeffrey is. So, Dale actually submitted this. Because what Dale thinks, he had no problem with that. He thinks Jeffrey turns in too much here. He didn't. We've put it down as a racing incident. It's not on you either, Dale, but there was room there, and it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think we'll just watch it one more time from Jeffrey's point of view. So out the inside, there is room here on the left, and unfortunately, you clip his back corner there. The Latin hatch is through. Stickboard is through. Actually, we have to talk about this as well. That was on you, Simon. Unfortunately, not the first one. The second hit was on you. Now this is just turning into a stewarding stream at the end, and I apologise. But we did look at this as well. So you will be getting a penalty for this year. I think it's a warning and a one-place penalty. Because you avoid it, that's fine, as does Blatinach. You then take the position by doing this. And Mr. Blatinach is about 1.5 seconds behind you when he was ahead of you. Now, it's not. We know it wasn't deliberate. You were like avoiding a situation, but you definitely gained out of that by completely cutting that, cutting that corner. So I think you have got a one-place penalty, which I think puts you back behind Blatinach. Yeah, we know it wasn't deliberate. We had something similar in the split one in qualifying, where someone kind of cut the last chicane at Barcelona to kind of get a lap in. But yeah, that wasn't that, but it was also a bit cheeky. So just I think it'll be it's a one-place penalty and a warning. Please don't do that again. So there we go. That's Dave's stewarding corner done. That incident, which I'd completely forgotten about until we accidentally saw it while touring the sounds of car engines. So worked out quite nicely. So what lap are we on? We're on lap 37. How many laps? Well, there we are. I've timed this perfectly. I could pretend I planned that. I did not. Here we go then. Hang on. Jesus Christ. Do you know what I've forgotten to do? And I'm going to leave it on pause awkwardly here. Right. Chat. Give me driver of the day suggestions, please, because I've completely forgot to do it. We got so involved with car engine sounds. And it can't be Liam Holmes because he's not in this race. We've got... It's Simon, isn't it? Well, if your name isn't Simon, it is now. So... What is it? Just trying to... Okay. And... Okay, we've got 2 AM drivers, 2 silvers. Have I missed anything? Sorry. That's the busiest chat has ever been. And I could just put Michael Goodrum in there again. He'd love it. He'd not win this week as well. Okay, we'll do Mr. Sorensen. I think it's Andreas. With a special mention to Igor Nappage as well. It's really good to see you up there. Okay, this is just going to be a 3-minute vote, so you've got to be quick. So we got Simon Trebek, David Ogden, Richard Mazan, Anthony Fox, and Andreas Sorensen. So 3 silver drivers, 2 AM drivers. The vote is going live now. So please have a little vote as we watch our race winner, I assume at this point, David Ogden, coming into the front. I'm pretty sure this is the last time. So I think it is. He looks great. I think it is. He's cruising to the line. He's loving it. Congratulations, Dave. That's a well-deserved win from what I have seen. And Simon Trebek winning AM class, 2nd on the road. Well done to you, sir. Fox in 3rd place. Well done, Anthony. Andreas Sorensen in 4th. Silver podium. Igor Napic up in 5th. Well done, sir. Richard Mazan will be coming home 2nd in the AM class, 6th on the road. If you can stay ahead of debutant VT Renano. Looks as though, well, VT had a very eventful first race. Got some penalty points for the lap 1 incident, but does very well to bring it home in 7th. Matteo Sanvito in 8th. Jose Neves, podium for AM class in 9th on the road, 3rd for AM. Chris Southcott in 10th. Closely followed by Zoricic and Bradley Gunn. That was a very close finish. Eusebio in 13th. Yuri, eventful drive. It's the end of the replay. Yuri in 14th. Blatinac in 15th. Witter 16th. Itri 17th. Dale in 18th. Floriano. Did you get 2nd? Did someone? Oh, did Mazan? Mazan had a 5-second penalty, didn't he? Or a 10-second penalty, so he probably got dropped down. Yeah, fair enough. Well done, Jose. We've got Floriano, Revrock, Ferreira, Art Hall, Liam Deary, Daniel Moran, and then I think Ian Prentice, Chaz Abraham were both DNFs, along with Felipe Morna, I think Joey Meliti, and potentially one other person as well. Where are we at? I think we've got about a minute left to go on the poll. So as I awkwardly look at the back of somebody's car while we wait for that to finish, can we get a slightly better view somewhere? Where's our race winner? He's already in the pits. There we go. Let's look at that. Look at that. Some cars at the bottom there. While we wait for this driver of the day poll to finish. And while it finishes, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. I am quite enjoying this Split 2 watch party. I know it's not ideal that it's not live, but I think being able to kind of have a bit of a social session with it is good fun. And like I said, this will be continuing until the end of the season. So Juan on Mondays, myself on Tuesday or Wednesdays, depending on exactly how the work week goes, and then we will have next season Thursday also being streamed. So the GT4 season, whatever that ends up being, and we have a result. I did just see it pop up. Driver of the day in a very close vote, 7 votes to 6. Is Anthony Fox from Simon Trebek. So well done, Anthony. We saw you in some great battles in that race throughout. Kept it nice and clean and brought it home in 3rd place. Simon Trebek, who wins AM, brings it home in 2nd driver of the day. But he got the AM win, so it all evens out. And then 1 vote each for Dave and Richard. Andreas is there as well. But yeah, congratulations, Anthony, on your driver of the day victory. And thank you very much, everyone, for watching. So I will be back next week on Tuesday, I hope. It might be Wednesday. I'll let you know. So it's a 90-minute race next week from Silverstone. So it's the old 2 pit stop, mandatory refuels, very changeable weather. So very similar to Spa, essentially. So you could have rain coming and going. So looking forward to that. And then we will round off the season with a Bathurst. So we are very much at the business end. Actually, just before we left, I wanted to quickly talk about standings. I'm not going to bring it up because I can't be able to figure out how to do it. But I do want to just quickly say the top 5 in each one. So we have Dave Ogden leading the way. Only 6 points clear of Sorensen. Goodrum then a good gap behind. Jeffrey Witter in 4th. Yuri Stickfort in 5th. And Anthony Fox in 6th. And then on the AM side, we've got Richard Mazan. Looks as though he's wrapped that up. And then joint second, the teammates of Victor Eusebio and Jose Neves. And then behind them, we have a really good battle between Enrico Itri and Dale Atkins. So yeah, some good battles to be resolved in the last 2 rounds of the season. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining tonight. And we will speak more next week. Goodbye.